Hi, this is Bernard Crystaldy, and today let's talk about films. There have been a couple of times when someone asked me for a horror movie recommendation. When one could give a film like The Conjuring or The Rings, or a much lower films like The Witch or It Follows. For me, Darren Aronofsky's Requiem for a Dream always comes across to mind whenever someone asks for a haunting and disturbing films.
I call it an urban horror film, and it's going to be really scary, but it's not scary in the traditional monster way. It's scary in how the people's dreams turn into nightmares.
It is a psychological drama about four characters who has dreams and hopes, and we watch it all being taken away from them because of drug addiction. This is by no means a horror movie at all, but sometimes reality can be much more terrifying than fiction. The movie did such a great job on getting under the audience's skin, and it uses some unconventional techniques to provoke certain emotions from the audience, one of which is from their editing techniques. It's difficult not to notice the editing in Darren Aronofsky's Requiem for a Dream. While an average 100-minute film has 600 to 700 cuts, Requiem for a Dream features more than 2,000 cuts. Many different editing techniques are used throughout the film, from unconventional transitions to the extensive use of split screen, along with extremely tight close-ups. Each cut not only calls attention to itself, but it also provokes an intense emotional response in the viewer, which are two big reasons why the film's editing is revered by so many, and without them, the film would not have been as powerful. What I found the most interesting out of all is the montage sequence, or what the director calls a hip-hop montage. It's a rapidly cut series of fast motion actions accompanied by dramatic sound effects, which often depict the character's drug use or simply when a daily routine was happening.
The challenge of the film was to connect the kid's story with the Sarah Goldfarb story. I connect them through what we call hip-hop montages. The idea is to take, sharp sounds with sharp images and put them one after the other, and basically form almost a musical piece. Then my sound designer, Brian Emmerich, spent months upon months getting really, really cool sounds that help emphasize the images.
Within the script, the montage is very simply described. Here's an example of the very first time the hip-hop montage was used. On page 6, quick hip-hop montage. Lighter flicks, liquid on spoon sizzles, tourniquet snaps, needle sucks, hand slaps feign, a thunderous rush of liquid, and finally an ecstatic sigh. And this is how we see it on screen. It's clear that the kinetic energy of the montage was intended right from the start. Each shot is given 9 frames and lasts for roughly half a second, which gives the audience only enough time to recognize what is actually contained in the picture. Here's another good example. On page 36, hip-hop mini montage. Tights of dope being cut, plastic bags being filled, Tyrone and Harry dealing, Marion sketching and sewing, Harry and Marion kissing, Harry spinning tunes, flick, sizzle, snap, suck, slap, rush, sigh and crinkle, sprinkle, flick, drift, suck, sigh.
Naturally.
It shows the organized yet chaotic impact of what's called a metric or intellectual montage. On page 38, then there's the flick, sizzle, snap, suck, slap, rush, sigh, and crinkle, sprinkle, flick, drift, suck, sigh. Cut to page 39, interior Sarah's apartment, pill, pop, hit, gulp, snap, and coffee, tinkle, perk, drip, slurp, slurp, slurp. Darren Aronofsky co-wrote the script as well as directed the film. It is effective in progressing the story and portraying the addiction for each of the characters. The audience don't have enough time to think about what they just saw, only enough time to respond psychologically.